Hello and welcome to Lunch with the Editor. Today we discuss the Army Chief's statement that what is happening in Kashmir is a dirty war and that he would need innovative solutions to fight this dirty war. By innovative solutions, what he probably meant is what had happened a few days ago when a citizen, when a non-combatant was tied onto the bonnet of an army jeep and driven around. That probably was in his mind because that was the context, and it was in that context that the army chief talked about a dirty war and a proxy war. We all know that it is a dirty war and it is a proxy war. The Pakistani military intelligence complex is running this dirty proxy war in Kashmir. We all know that. But Indian Army is one of the world's largest armies. Indian Army is one of the most disciplined armies in the world, and it has a glorious tradition. It has a tradition of fighting the First World War. It has a tradition of fighting the Second World War. It has a tradition of doing peacekeeping functions across the globe. Wherever there is a trouble spot, you can see an Indian Army soldier, an Indian Army officer under the UN flag trying to keep peace. So it is that sort of an army we are talking about. We are not talking about a rogue army. So why, Pranay, I just cannot understand why India's army chief should talk about and valorize an officer who did something against his own fellow citizen. He's an Indian. The person who was tied onto the bonnet of that army was as much an Indian as you and I are.
That's the interesting part, because if on one hand you're trying to keep up the morale of the army, because the army has been under pressure. The human shield, as the way it is being looked at, has come under a lot of controversy, criticism from different quarters. So obviously the major who took the decision has been under a lot of pressure, and the army chief feels that it is his duty to come and defend him. That is one part. But at the same time, he should not forget that he is not only addressing the soldiers. His words are going far beyond. It is also to the citizen of your country, Kashmir, which is going through this problem, because the crux or the basic thing of what the army chief is trying to convey is that it's to give security to the people of Kashmir.
So, absolutely, if we believe that Kashmir is an integral part of India, that Kashmir is as much the Kashmir Valley, the one portion of Jammu and Kashmir state where we have secessionist tendencies, if we believe that that part of Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir state, and that part of the Kashmir Valley is an integral part of India as much as Tamil Nadu is, or Karnataka is, or Kerala is, then there is no reason to tie up a person who lives there onto the bonnet of a jeep and to be driven around, because you will not do that in Tamil Nadu, you will not do that in Maharashtra, you will not do that in Kerala. So why do it in Kashmir?